Good morning. Today we are going to talk about database management system. So in this video we are going to start with introduction to DBMS. So we see what DBMS is and what are different uses. So we are going to cover about the topics data and database, data versus information, need of database management system, definition and architecture of DBMS, database management system applications and its features, file system and database management system, views of data, in which we are going to cover data models, abstraction of data and data independence. So here we start. So when we talk about database management system, we first need to see what does data mean here. So when we say data, it means some raw facts. Raw facts means what? Some numbers, text, some audio, video if we want to store it in computer system or some other device. We have some images or animation. So these raw facts can be considered as data. Okay, we have this number, we have text, we have some sound, we have data, some strings or text or image and animation, or there may be some videos. So these facts which can be recorded into computer or some other device are considered as data. And we have a database. The other term database, it means collection of related data, means the data that is connected to each other, a collection of data that is concerned with each other in some manner. So we see, if we are talking about a university, we are going to talk about the staff, the students, the books and other things. So they are concerned with each other. So if the data is concerned with each other, then it is a database. It's not like once we are talking about we can say income tax department, in other table we are talking about some students, other table we are talking about customers. So it's not a database. Database means what? When the data is connected to each other. Okay, now we see the difference between data and information. When we talk about data, it is about raw facts and figures, whereas when we talk about information, it is produced by processing data. So information we get when we process data. Okay, when we put some programs to the data, then we get some sort of information. Okay, so data is not yet processed to reveal the meaning. So suppose I say a number 10. So 10 has no meaning unless we say that 10 are marks of some examination, or 10 is the price of some commodity. So what happens when we put some meaning of that data, so that it can give you some information about that. Okay, so it becomes information. Data is building blocks of information. So data we use to create some information. Okay, and when we talk about information, it should be accurate, relevant and timely. Means because we use information for taking decisions, so it should be accurate, it should be relevant, and it should be taken or given in time. So timely decisions can be taken. So example is there, each student's test score is one piece of data, and the average score of a class that can be taken out from after the processing of that data, that is the average score of the students. Okay, so it will be an information. Here we can see in the picture we have some number, that is data, because we don't know what it is about. And when it said that a person's phone number, so it becomes information. So we need to see what is the need of database management system. Why do we need to use DBMS? So first of all, if we talk about the need of the day is quick access to information. We want every information in seconds nowadays. We don't have time. So when is it possible that we get the quick access to information? If we put the data into a systematic manner. Okay, suppose I talk about taking attendance in the university. I go to the class, I take attendance on daily basis on different pieces of paper. So at the end of the month, if I have to compile the attendance, it is going to take me around half of the day to take the attendance from different papers and to compile them. But if I use a register, attendance register, so it is going to make it faster for me. So it is going to take around half an hour to compile the attendance. But instead of that, if I use an Excel sheet, it is going to be quicker. And if I use a software or a database management system, here we can see a screen of Microsoft Access. So that is a database management system. So my task will be fastest in all these manners. Okay, so other thing is the need is multiple views of information. When we put some data or information into the system, we want to see the same data in different form. Okay, we want to see different views of the information. Suppose we have put some numbers, some marks of the students. We want to see in tabular form, we want to see in sorted way, we want to see it in some analyze we want to do, we want to see it in graph. So we want to see multiple views of information. So that is possible with DBMS, database management system. Then it provides security data, it provides data sharing. Data sharing is what? So if data is stored at a central place, we can say server, so it can be accessed by different people. Different users sitting on different computer system can access it. So it becomes easy for sharing the data. And it provides improved data security. When it is stored in database management system, each user is given some sort of user ID and passwords, and they are able to access their systems. Okay, so it provides data security. Now if we see a formal definition of database management system, it is a software designed to define, store, retrieve and manage data in a database. Now what does define mean here? Define means we need to define how we are going to store the data. We need to define which tables we are going to use. Okay, and to store, retrieve means get back, and manage means if we have to put a number of operation on the data. So it is a software basically we talk about. So if we see what all information a database management system contain in an organization, first is the collection of data. Like in a university, if we talk about, we have data of instructors, means teachers, students, questions, question bank, examination, marks, etc. Then we have set of program to access the data. So this is data, and we need what? Some programs that use that data to get the information. So like student enrollment, when a student get admission, report card generation, these are some of the programs. Then we have an environment that is both convenient and efficient. So how is it created? Environment. We have hardware, specific hardware for DBMS. Hardware means computer machine itself. If we want to think about taking attendance, there may be some biometric machine that is connected to a system. Okay, some softwares as we were talking about. Okay, Microsoft Access or some other software. Then we have users. Users means we can have different sort of users in a system, in an environment. Some may be database administrators, some are managers, some are simple user. Here we have professors, we have students, we have dean in the university, and some tools and techniques. This makes environment of DBMS. If we see some application that we are able to see in banking, in airlines, in universities, in manufacturing units, in human resources, we have so many applications where we are using database management system. If we see some features of database management system. Databases can be very large. There is big data, if you have heard about. This map depicts a time series of data collected by NASA's GRACE mission. So this picture, as we are able to see in some animation format, it is a collection of around data of 14 years of weather change. Okay, so we can think about how much data it is stored so that this picture is created. Database touches all aspects of our lives. Means nowadays we see, if we wake up in the morning, we see a Facebook account or WhatsApp account, and we start working with our mobile phones. We see we use different softwares. We go to study, we go to work. Everywhere we see different sort of database we are connected with. So if we talk about an example of university, we have to add new students, instructors and courses, register students for courses and generate class and sections. These are some programs that we use in university. So two things we need to see. One are application program and other is schemas or tables that we are going to use. In the university we can see student, course, professors, registered students. So these are some of the schemas or tables that we are going to use in a university database management system.